Let's discuss. Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another reaction video, and today I will be checking out two tracks from Time the Valuator, which I was planning on doing Black Water for a while. I had it on my schedule, and then by the time that I was going to be filming it, Ivy was about to drop, so I figured I would just wait and make a video with both of them in one and decide which one I like better, I guess. I'll obviously talk about both of them as I do in every reaction video, and then I'll just try to pick one that I liked better, unless I liked them the same, but whatever. Regardless of that, I will link all of their social media as well as both videos or visualizers that I'll be using in the reactions in the description of this video. I really dig this band. I've been doing some revisiting. They just have an excellent discography. Yes, I will link all of their social media in the description. I'm going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it.
And I call myself being down on my knees, praying for peace, something I know doesn't make to me. Lost in school of contemplation, and buried combinations. There's no solution, but I found the incomplete equation. But I cannot take the pressure in my lungs.
Time the Valuator, Black Water. Now we will go into Ivy.
I'm just a lost soul, lost soul, flying high enough not to come apart. And I know from yesterday, ashes will rain, inexorable, black choking flame will fill my lungs.
Feels like that slow burn. Very cool visuals. Yeah, that's the one for me. Time the Valuator, Ivy. Let's discuss. Both will go on repeat for me, and I feel like mine being my favorite being Ivy will probably not be the common situation. I feel like Black Water will probably be the more liked, but I like Ivy more for my taste. I love that tone, and it's just something in like the mixture of having the vocals that sort of like, if you pay attention to the backing vocals and like sort of the harmonies going on in there, and then that like, I don't know, the tone and the groove and that main riff and stuff, and it also feels like it built really well. Like when I mentioned, I think it was during the reaction when I mentioned it felt like a slow burn, that part of the song, it felt like it really reflected like where the track was going to go later in the song. Like it doesn't need, I really enjoy a song that doesn't need like a ton of build up to this huge breakdown or anything, but where you can very much feel where it kicks in. Like later in the song when the groove does kick in that spot, it feels like that part of the song was written like earlier in the song, like where I mentioned like the slow burn was partially written for you to feel later in the song more, if that makes sense. So like for me, the things that grabbed me a lot about the track were like the structure, the way it was written, and like some of the sounds like that, and that like I don't know, just that groove that it has. I love the vocals. I really dig, and I like the chorus a lot on Black Water, and I feel like people will really love it. But for me, the things that I loved were more in Ivy. But that's not to say I won't be revisiting Black Water a lot, because that also, like, in the same sense that this has groove in a different sound, I would say Black Water has that as well. It definitely is these two tracks, at least this release, I have no idea what they're off of, but it's a good showcase of the sounds that they're capable of getting to, and it's very exciting as a fan of the band for sure, because I found them like I haven't listened to them long enough to where I've gone through a release with them, so these two singles are the first new releases that I'm experiencing with the band, and it's definitely exciting no matter what it's going to be off of, because what I'm saying with my favorite track being Ivy, and me already being aware without talking to anyone about the release yet that the more common favorite will likely be Black Water. I could be totally wrong about that, which maybe I am, but I do feel like Black Water will be like the main single of those two, are the ones people are more drawn to, and I can see why. At the same time, that doesn't mean that I don't like enjoy the same things, because I very much do. This will just be the one that I know gets more plays from me, if that makes sense. I'm referring to Ivy. I know that you can't see what I'm pointing at. Anyway, regardless of all of that, Time the Valuator does a really good job of having like some bounce, some really genty stuff, and some like where the song sort of shifts in Black Water, and all of a sudden, like, you know, you've got full stank face, and it's just like sort of, it's not chaotic, but definitely like the heavier side of their sound. You obviously know what I'm talking about, and I loved that really drew me. But I'm not really, I wish I knew what it was, like the difference between like why I'm so like more drawn to that groove, and like the sort of slow burn that Ivy had over Black Water, feeling like it also had, like, you know, a more lighter poppier and delivery type of side to it, and then heavier, but the way that Ivy was structured and such, it was just like something that really captivated me on first listen, and I'm not sure why. I'll have to do a bunch more listening, and then, you know, whatever they release next, maybe at that point I will have a better idea of why that is, more listens. But I do think that Ivy will be the one that I end up listening to the most out of these two, at least. So on first listen, those are my thoughts. I will link the Ivy visualizer and Black Water music video in the description. Let me know which of the two were your favorites. Anyway, let me know which was your favorite, and yeah, those are my thoughts. I am looking forward very much to whatever this band will be up to in the future. Other than that, you can also find my link tree in the description. It will have the invite for the Discord server, as I say in every single video. We've got music-related conversation, Last FM stats, listening parties, stuff like that, and then conversation completely unrelated to music as well. The general channel, which is whatever we feel like talking about, and then we've got pets, video games, all sorts of other stuff as well. So that will be there, as well as my Instagram profile link. I do post all music-related content on there. I post a chart every Friday of what I've listened to the most over the course of the week. I post my never-ending merch collection. I post sometimes about shows if I've been to a show recently and have pictures or videos to share, that sort of stuff. So my handle on there is the same as my YouTube channel. It is Rachel Reacts, but again, it will be in that link tree in the description if you have any interest in following me. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.